Can you
All
hear me?
right, go ahead. I can hear you. Who's
So,
talking?
Aisha.
All right, Aisha, you have the floor.
So, I had hired an employee just at the, what's the word I'm trying to use? In the heat of frustration.
Mm, mm.
I was at my wit's end, and my other employee was like, look, call her if she comes. I know it's the last minute, but if she comes, then give her a chance. So, okay, I called. Okay, let me backtrack. The week
Okay.
before, I think it was the week of Mardi Gras. I'm in Louisiana, and we do Mardi Gras huge out here. And
Okay.
me, I don't really care, for it, because I've been there, done that. So I'm not missing work for no parade. I'm not doing none of that. I'm trying to make my money.
I know that's right.
So I had spoken with a couple of ladies, and they were supposed to start that Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And I texted them. I was like, "Good morning. I'm running a little late. I'll be there soon. I got caught in traffic, whatever the case may be."
Mm-hmm.
So I get to the meeting place. Nobody shows up. One girl, she read my message, didn't reply. And I think after she read it, she may have blocked me because I went to, like, later on in the day, I went to call her and it went straight to voicemail. And I'm like, okay, this girl probably blocked me.
Hmm. Okay. Um. So I take it you didn't find anybody. You're just having a hard time right now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So she never
Mhm.
called, never texted, never said anything. Then the other young lady, the message was delivered, but again, she didn't call, didn't show up, nothing. So
Okay.
there was another young lady that was supposed to show up like that Wednesday. Never heard nothing from her. Well,
Mm,
yeah, she was supposed to come that Wednesday. So when I texted her or called her the day before, I got nothing. It was crickets.
mm.
And so I had scheduled like 3 houses that day because I was depending on having the crew.
The new people?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
but that was my fault. First of all, that was my fault because I shouldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm.
But they sounded so promising, like, I'm gonna be here and blah blah blah. I want to work. So anyway, I went on ahead and called the other young lady for the last house because my other employee had a second job. He had to leave. Okay, fine. So she ended up coming. She did what she did, and she came the next day and then the next day. And I'm like, okay, well, this one may actually.
Right.
So come Monday, um, she called and was like, I'm gonna be a little late. I got this going on. Okay, fine. She said, well, I'll be there at about 10:30. 10:30 roll around, she ain't show up. I'm calling, texting, nothing. So she ended up texting later on that evening saying, okay, I'll be at work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when we met up, I had a talk with her. Look, we don't operate like this. We
Right.
all have stuff going on. We
Right.
still have to show up. We still have to do what we have to do regardless.
All right.
Okay, cool with that. So we get to the job, the house, and I tell her what to do, where to start. So I go ahead by my way. Like I say, I'm still in the field, so I'm not completely out of it yet. That's what I'm working towards.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed that side of the house was kind of quiet. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go over here and see what's going on. So I go over there. She laying down on the people bean bag on the phone.
Uh-uh.
I say, it's are you okay? Are you feeling okay? Well, yeah, I was just using my phone. I said, baby, we don't lay down on the job. I say we work. I say these people have cameras, and even if they don't, we still don't do those kinds of things.
Mm.
So
Wow.
so I let her know what was what, and she was like, okay, I'm sorry. I said, well, if you're not feeling well, you can go clock out and just sit in the truck until we get done, and if you're not feeling good, say something, let me know. No, I'm fine. So anyway, we finished the house. We were off Wednesday. Come Thursday, she was supposed to work. Didn't hear nothing from her. So from my understanding, she was in contact with my other employee. He texted me and was like, hey, she said A, B, C, and D. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I called her myself, texted her myself, nothing. So I about 5:30, I was like, look, I need to know what you're going to do. Are you coming back to work? What's going on? Nothing. I wake up Friday morning. She texts me at like 1 something saying she wasn't feeling well and she had she took her sleeping meds and this, that, and the other. And I come to work. Girl, you work 3 days, 4 days. Mm-hmm. And so, she got kind of smart. So at that point, I didn't even respond because I didn't want to I know how I get when somebody trying to be slick at the mouth because I can be slicker, but I didn't do that. Mm-hmm. So I just left it alone. And so, at this point, I'm just like, I'm frustrated. I'm aggravated because it's like, am I ever going to get out of it? Like, it's just a no ending cycle.
Right. And what you're going through is exactly what I went through when I first started my business. So don't think that, it's your city and that people don't want to work, and don't start thinking all those negative thoughts, because there are quality cleaners out there. You just have to find them and give them a reason to work for you.
Right.
This girl showed you a lot of red flags.
She did.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think that you should never find yourself in a predicament where you are chasing someone.
Right.
The call out, she would have been gone. That the first time she would have did that. That's too early. You don't do that. It's just too early. Right. And sometimes I know we get desperate, and that's why I say the hiring is the most tedious part, and you want to really take your time when you're doing that. You want to hire slow and fire fast. Okay. Right. So take your time when you're doing that. Okay. What you want to do? Go ahead. Somebody talking?
No, my phone. I'm sorry. My phone is messed up.
It's okay. All right. So whenever it's slow, you guys, I always preach to start doing your interview processes then. Don't wait until you got a shitload of accounts and now you're scrambling, because that is what everybody does. They're like, well, why is somebody going to work for me? I don't have no work for them. No, in your head, you got to already have the accounts. They don't know. Okay. Like right now, we interview every week. It's a ritual for us to interview every week. Whether our company has accounts coming in or it doesn't, I'm always accepting applications. Okay. And we have to filter through all of those bad weeds, because when you do the interview process, you can sign up 20 people. You already know if you have 20 people signed up to come at 8 o'clock, only 5 gonna show. That's the first problem with this industry. Everybody is not motivated to clean toilets. It is what it is. Right. Okay. So that's the first part. And then you have to get through and get those motivated people that actually want to work for you. That it all ties back into company culture at the end of the day. Okay. Because I was dealing with people like that in the beginning before I built the culture for my company, because I didn't in the beginning. You're not going to know,
yeah, because I don't know,
it's okay.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I even though I've been in the industry 13 years, I still feel like a newbie, because now I'm at the point to where, okay, I got to get some more people in here because I'm going to lose my mind if I don't. So I feel like a newbie, and a lot of stuff I didn't care to know because, I was comfortable. I could do the work myself. I was younger. It didn't phase me to hire anybody, but now I'm getting older. more work is coming in. I'm like, okay, I just can't do it right now. I can't
Right.
do it again. I mean,
Right.
I can't do it for another 13, 15 years. It's not going to happen.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
And you have to start outsourcing. But what I don't want you to do is start getting desperate, because that's, after a while, you're going to be like, well, damn, I could have did that. I could have just cleaned the whole house myself and kept all my money.
Right.
Instead of hiring old girl and she's sleeping on the job.
Right.
And then it's really going to piss you off, because they're going to still want to get paid.
Right.
Wait till you get in contact with those that still want to get paid after doing a crappy job.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get worse. So, like I said, you have to take your time and filter through those employees, contractors, whoever it is you're trying to go after. Take your time and pick some really good ones, but you're still not gonna know until you get them out there in the field how good they are. Because when they come to you, they're gonna have a mask on.
Right.
Everybody's gonna
Definitely.
be presenting their best self to you.
Right. They're going to send their representative.
There you go. But when
Right.
you build a company culture, like I talked about last week, how when I started to build my academy and start going, instead of going after employees, I started going after contractors, and
Right.
I started offering the contractors my academy and my coaching. And instead of me having that pitch of, I'll pay you an extra dollar than them, my pitch was, I will help you create generational wealth. If you help me, I'll help you.
Right.
So I felt like that sound better than me paying you an extra dollar, giving you a dollar raise.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
that became my company culture. I'll help you, you help me. I started to attract a different mindset, a person that
Right.
was tired, a person just like me in their 40s. They tired of being a housekeeper. They got all these kids. They tired of making $2,000 a month. They want better for themselves.
Right.
Okay, they're a little bit more serious with this,
Mhm.
So those are the type of people I started to target. I no longer want the 18 and 19-year-old teenagers that don't care.
Right.
With the young girl that don't have no kids, no responsibilities, still live with her mom.
That's
She's not-
exactly what she is. 25, no kids, at the house, in the streets, doing whatever, whenever.
You can't work for me.
Right.
See, all of this, you have to do this at the interview process. You're supposed to catch that.
Right.
You got to ask them, how
Right.
many kids you got? You got any kids?
Yeah.
You got to, I ask questions like that because I need to know if you got some bills to pay or not.
Right.
care.
That's right. That's right. If
Okay.
you got some responsibilities, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be responsible.